business owners and manufacturers in Ogun State say the continuous hike in prices of diesel, petroleum, amidst the current state of the nation's economy, has continued to affect their businesses. With a plea to the federal government, the business owners want the prices of diesel and fuel to be reduced drastically in a bid towards achieving productivity. Correspondent John Felix completes the story.
In Nigeria today, the price of diesel has risen to 1,275 naira per litre in Lagos and above 1,300 naira outside the state. While business owners as well as manufacturers are still battling with forex crisis, high interest rates, and poor power supply, an imminent hike in the price of diesel appears to compound their challenges. Speaking to Galaxy TV News, some business owners say with the worsening cost of living in Nigeria, increase in the price of diesel and petroleum has resulted in a sharp drop in sales.
Number one is affecting our sales because number one, part of the way it's affecting our sales is through our costing. Of course, things we sell at a particular rate, we can't sell them again at that rate. And then, a lot of customers are now complaining that the prices are becoming too high. But what can we do? Before we factor in the logistics, the high cost of produce, raw materials, staffing, facility. At the end of the day, you just see everything shooting up. So it's really affecting. Concerning the light issue, there's no, as you can see now, there's no lights, and we can't afford to run on gen 24/7 like before that we are still managing. But now that we are buying at a very high cost, we need to sit down and then think of how to balance things up. So it is only when we have customers in the house that we'll put on the generator for them.
So you got
Yeah, so it's really affecting. It's affecting our sales. The sales has dropped. Sales has really dropped. So we are now looking for means of coming up with new ideas, new products that won't cost much, so that people can at least still patronize us.
Diesel production and sale affects almost everything in the country currently. For a country like Nigeria, even businesses that are not affected by diesel claim to be affected by diesel. And because one way or the other, indirectly, it affects every other person too. So for businesses like ours, uh, we try and coordinate other forms of businesses to deliver what we have to deliver to our clients. And we also try to do a bit of sales. So we do sales and services. There's been like 100% inflation rate on everything we have done or everything we are still doing. Even to get to pay your staff at the end of the month becomes a huge task because you're also considering the welfare of the staff. The staff has to come to work. The cost of fuel has gone up. The cost of feeding has gone up. Accommodation has gone up. You are trying to be considerate welfare wise. The things you sell, the profit margin is getting smaller and smaller by the day. You don't want to increase too much because you are thinking of your customers and how they should not run away because of what the nation looks like at large.
With the continuous rise in price of diesel, petroleum, and FX, these business owners want government to give grants and review policies that are beneficial for business owners.
I think the government should be a bit considerate, generally, not even towards small scale businesses alone, because businesses thrive on the wherewithal of other people. I'm not selling to myself. So it means that if my clients, if my customers can afford my services and they can get value, then they are able to pay. But at times, even in the face of getting value, if they cannot afford it, then they don't come to me. So generally, I think the nation should be fixed economically in a way that even though we are trying to understand, just like the leadership of the nation has told us to understand, we are still seeing some form of relief somehow, one way or the other. Another way is that grants can be given to small businesses to help them thrive and weather the storm.
Government should please cut all these the fuel issue. If they can bring, if it's possible to bring it back to the old price. The dollar rate too is affecting. That one is, in fact, the rate at which I bought rice the other days, I don't even know. I'm not even sure of how to sell it. Buying at 51,000 naira, and customers still expect you to sell at 250 per scoop. I don't know how to, it hasn't been that easy. And I'm sure it's like that with other business owners that run this kind of my business too. So we need the government to intervene to please whatever they can do, God will help them to bring back the price, to bring down the price of the fuel.
With a review in the price of diesel and petrol, business owners may just have a sigh of relief in their various enterprise. From Abeokuta, the State capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.